Dan, what's going on, brother? How are you, man?
Yeah, I'm awesome, man. I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. Another day, hanging out here. Yeah, enjoying, chilling outside today.
Nice, man. Nice.
Cool. So, hey, man, you know why I'm calling, but just to kind of give everybody else a little bit more context, you just made a $3,000 commission here at the Super Affiliate Network. Chuck McIntyre just upgraded to the Maui Intensive Coaching and Mentorship Program level,
Absolutely.
and you made a $3,000 commission, and you're just doing really well in general on the back end. You're on the leaderboards, and what are you doing, man? Well, firstly, congratulations. But then, secondly, to bring the viewers and the listeners a little bit more value, what are you kind of doing behind the scenes there, man?
Cool, man. Well, first of all, thanks a lot for the congratulations call. I'm super excited that Chuck has joined us, in the Maui Intensive program, and he's on my team, and just super blessed to have him on the team, and yeah, just awesome to have him up there. And so basically, I've followed the laws, throughout this whole process of since joining with you and coming on as a coach and so forth. And, that's what I really tell all the members as well. Follow those laws. They're there in place on purpose. You've written them out and recorded those videos on purpose for a reason, and it's because they work. I followed the boot camp from day one, and just followed everything that you teach in there when it comes to follow-up, email marketing, driving solo ads on a daily basis. So I build my list, every single day. I've got leads flowing in. So I'm making a lot of front-end sales, and then I'm positioned at the Maui Intensive level. So I'm positioned to earn those big 3K commissions when they come through, as well as the pro commissions and 20%, and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
And, yeah, man, it's just really following this awesome system that you got, man. It's just really that simple. I mean, there's a lot of work to be done, but most of it's done for you when you're starting out, which is awesome, the way you've got it set up. And, yeah, man, it's just awesome. To give a bit more value, other than the boot camp and everything that you teach and everything that they've learnt in the Maui Intensive group as well, when it comes to hosting webinars and following up with my list, creating offers and so forth, I also work really closely with my team. So we've got a closed group that I formed a few months ago, and I add all my team members to it. I run weekly. Sometimes it's every 2 weeks, like a live coaching call with my team, similar what we do, in the pro group.
Nice.
But I do it for all my team members, and I work really closely with them in that way and give them that level of support. And I find that doing that, they actually produce and take more action with me, by their side, that once a week on those calls. So it really works well for me.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
you're driving traffic to solo ads. You're then following up with your team members. You got weekly coaching calls with your team members, group coaching calls, which pretty much everybody who does well, they do that. They get personal with their team members here.
Yep.
It's not a total necessity. We have people make commissions without it, but then at the same time, to really kind of get to that next level and really leverage the 20% pass ups like you were talking about a minute ago, it definitely does
Yep.
help.
Yep.
I also know, because I've kind of seen what you got going on behind the scenes with your business, that you're doing pretty much all the follow-up by yourself, or at least most of your traffic campaigns are going to your own custom capture page, and you have your bridge page and all that set up. So what are you doing when it comes to follow-up? What's kind of your strategy there?
Okay, so I'm implementing the AM/PM talk radio email marketing strategy that you teach in the boot camp on a daily basis. So I send out AM and PM emails every single day. I've got a consult funnel built out on my blog, so I send people back to that consult funnel, once a month, and twice a month really, from my list. So I'm sending my list there, getting people on the phone if they qualify, if they're a good lead. So that's another strategy that I've implemented, and I've been doing that for probably about 3 months now. That's working really well, just to get that lead on the phone. I host webinars once. I try and do it once every 3 weeks, but want to ramp that up to once every 2 weeks. So I'm hosting webinars, getting people on those webinars, and so that's my main follow-up procedures at this stage.
Awesome, man. Well, hey, you're doing everything you should be doing. So I have a question for you then, because a lot of people are hesitant about hosting webinars because you can't get a bunch of people on there when you first start out, right? And
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that you kind of went through that process too, but
Absolutely.
I'm guessing you're sending replays out to your list and you're doing all of that. Have you found that
Yeah.
it's increased the response with your list?
It's definitely increased the response with my list. And yeah, absolutely. I start getting people reaching out to me now, which
Yeah.
I never have before. Replying to things, asking me questions about the webinar and things like that. But definitely, I mean, it's one of those things you want to jump in and just get that first one out of the way. And as I had about 5 people on my first webinar, and no one was left on there by the end of it. So I was actually, doing Q&A by myself, which was pretty funny because I wanted to send the replay out, right? And so everyone's got to go through that. It's just one of those teething things that you've just got to do. And I think the people that have gone outside of the box and done that, they're going to get big results in their business. So it's definitely highly recommend jumping on the webinar train for sure.
Well, hey, man, my first webinar, I couldn't send the replay out because by the time I got done with it, there was one person on the line. The only reason they were on the line is because they wanted a refund. So you outdid me there.
That's cool. Awesome. But yeah, man, it's just awesome. I'm just super blessed that you've created this system. Super blessed to be a part of it, and cheers to you, man, for getting this up off the ground. Over a year ago and smashing that $2 million record. So that's awesome. Well done, man.
Well, hey, thank you, sir, and I appreciate everything you do on the back end, and keep doing what you're doing, man. We'll get you on a webinar or something.
Awesome, brother.
Cool.
Thanks for the call.
All right, Dan. Later, man.
Right on, man. See ya. Bye.